Alright, what's up guys? Back with another collection update, and we got a big one, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started, and we're just gonna chug right through this because I got a lot to show. So yeah, let's just get started. We'll start off with the tapes. Here's the first one. This is a US band. This is Mockwaddle with, or not, At the Altar of Mikt Lampa. I don't know. I was about to say Blood of Kings, and I'm like, no, wrong album. It's Friday, so my brain is fried. But anyways, yes, Mockwaddle's latest full length from this year. Mockwaddle, in my opinion, is one of the best USBM bands going right now. This one was put out on, I don't know how to pronounce her. I think it's pronounced Balamku Records or something like that. I thought it would be somewhere here on the tape. I don't know. I think it's the dude's own label, but don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But anyways, I ordered this directly from the Mockwaddle guy. I think his name is Martin. I don't know. So originally, these were going to be sold on the... Because Mockwaddle was supposed to be doing a bunch of shows this year, but obviously that didn't happen because of COVID. So he decided that he was just going to sell them, or you could buy it through him personally. So he posted on a Facebook page. I emailed saying that I wanted a copy, or I wanted the CD, and I also bought the tape, or I bought the tape, and I also bought the CD as well, because I think he gave like a slight discount. So I was just like, I'll just take both of them. So yeah, so this is the CD. The CD was put out through Darker Than Black. There's that. But I mean, yeah, this is just excellent. Mockwaddle is just a fantastic band. Of Blood of Kings and Ancestral Might is definitely my favorite, but this one is really good as well. This is the third full length. I don't remember the name of the second one off the top of my head, but that one's good as well. But anyways, this is definitely one of the best albums of 2020 so far, without a doubt. So check it out. Mockwaddle, At the Altar of Mikt Lampa. I don't know how to pronounce that. All right, next up we have a French band. This is Sentier de Mort. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's either Sentier de Mort or Sentier de Mort. I don't know. I don't speak French. With Botis Methodevo. I don't know. So, yeah. So, anyways, like I said, French band. I think this is their first full length. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, though. I'm like 90% sure this is their first full length. I think before this, I think they may have had a demo or something. But anyways, this is just great. Good. Straight up black metal. Very good riffs. You know, all that jazz. Booklet, or the J card folds out into a booklet. Picture of the band in there. This is put out through Impure Wedding Productions. Same label that did that Osculum Infame reissue earlier this year. And one of the guys that's involved in this project, he also plays live in Signor Voland. So if that gives you any incentive to go check this out. But even still, this is a very good album, very good project, and I definitely recommend checking it out if you like the French scene. It's very good. So yeah, that's Sentier de Morts with Botes Methodevo. I don't know. Good stuff. All right, next up. So this next one, I had somebody. I had this guy message me on Instagram, and he wanted to know if he could send me this. He wanted to know if he could send me his CD of his band, and I said, yeah, sure. I'd check it out. So that's this. This is Mortem with Atlantean Ouroboros. I think this is their latest album. I don't know if it came out this year or what. I don't remember off the top of my head. I know I did a little research on the band. I can't remember all the specifics. But yeah, this is really good stuff. I really enjoyed this. It definitely has a Finnish vibe to it. The production is pretty clean. Um, so, I mean, a lot of Finnish bands, or some Finnish bands that come to mind that have cleaner production. You know, you have Silin Vihollinen, um, but they have kind of that punky kind of sound. Um, at least as far as the newer stuff goes, Goat Moon. Um, but yeah, I just got a very Finnish vibe when I listened to this. I very much enjoyed it. And whatever links I can find, I'll put in the description so you guys can go check this out. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. It's good stuff. I'm gonna have to check out the rest of their releases because it looks like this project has been around for a while. So, but yeah, definitely give this a listen. I'm sure I'll be able to find a link for it, and it'll be in the description. That's Mortem with Atlantean Ouroboros. Yeah, pronounce that right. All right. That fucking glare is just, God, I hate it. All right, so this next one, my buddy Doc Rock, he also has a YouTube channel. He's from Germany. He sent this to me back in January, and I just got it like last week, I think. So this is Wolfnot, and this is a split CD, not like a split CD as in two different bands, but it has two albums on it. So it has Dawn of Heathens and Zeit der Cheris, or I don't know how to pronounce that. Zeit der Cherif. I don't fucking know. I'm tired of. I don't feel like trying to pronounce it. But yeah, so he sent me this, and as you can see, they royally fucked it up. I mean, the fucking digipack is all warped and shit. It's just, yeah, it got really beat up during that 7 months of transit. But fortunately, the CD is still in really good shape. So that was the good news. And this was, I don't remember what label put this out. Christ Hunt Productions is on here, and another label that I've never heard of, Dunkel Bunker Studio. I think that's Christ Hunt Productions. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. Right there. But anyways, this was limited to 700 hand number copies inside the digipack. It looks like I have number 178. So that's cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed with, how it was handled, but I'm just glad that it finally came in because me and him gave up after like a couple months. We were like, it's never gonna show up. But like I said, fortunately, it did show up, so that's like one less weight on my shoulders now. Because as we all know, international shipping especially has just been atrocious lately, and you guys are going to see that here again pretty soon. For those of you that are friends with me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram, you already know what I'm referring to, but like I said, you'll see. If you haven't already seen it, you'll see. But anyways, Wolfnot is Wolfnot. If you don't know Wolfnot, I don't know what to tell you. Just go check it out. It's something that you either like or you don't like. Definitely one of the big guys of NSBM. So yeah, there's that. All right, next up we have a French band. This is Armageddon with Ave Satan. So I think this is one of Armageddon's. I don't know, Armageddon has a pretty decently sized discography. I think this is like their second or third album. It's somewhere around there. But yeah, who put this out? Asgard Music put this out, limited to 500 copies. I have number 32. So yeah, Armageddon is just hands down one of my favorite French bands. They are just straight up, don't give a fuck French black metal. And it's just black vinyl. Definitely recommend them for fans of, as mentioned before, Signor Voland. Short songs, that range from 2 some odd minutes to 3 minutes, somewhere around there. That's usually where their songs average to. that there's no shortage of riffs on here, so just check out Armageddon if you haven't. You won't be disappointed. Good band. That's Armageddon with Ave Satan. Alright, next up. We have Aryan Art with their second full length. So this is what I was talking about. So USPS royally fucked this up. This corner right here is all fucked up. It's a little fucked up here. I bought this off of Mr. Air Noctis, aka Andrew, who is also another YouTuber. And I sent him a picture. I had it, like I said, I had it on my story for the past day. I had a picture of what the package looked like. But it looked like, for those of you that didn't see it, it looked like somebody took a box cutter or a box knife and just slashed it right down the middle and just tore it open. And then like when USPS delivered it, it was in like a plastic bag. Like they had put like a kind of like a makeshift plastic wrapping around it. I don't know. It was some kind of plastic bag wrapping. I don't know. But it was so fucked up. It's a fucking miracle that the record wasn't damaged. It's like, and the package had fragile at least, there was at least one fragile sticker on it. And so I don't get that, why you would open a package up like that says fragile. And it clearly says on the customs form that it's a vinyl record. I don't understand why, but whatever. Unfortunately, there's really no way of tracking down at which facility that happened at, which is the unfortunate thing, but, you know, I'm just happy that the record did not get damaged, because otherwise I would have been really fucking pissed. But anyways, comes with a lyric insert, which does me no good because it's fucking Bulgarian. There's an insert, and that's just black vinyl. But yeah, anyways, if I didn't already mention it, this is their second full length. This album's pretty short too. It's like, I think it's like just under 30 minutes. So it's very short. And this album's going for like over $100 right now on like fucking Discogs and shit, which that's the other thing too. It's also a fucking miracle that this isn't banned on Discogs yet. Because I mean, it's that the stuff on the back that's not exactly, you know, subtle. So, and Andrew was also very cool about it, and he sent me a partial refund since they fucked it up. So that was very nice of him. He wanted me to mention that on my channel. But yeah. But anyways, I'm still very happy to have added this to the collection because I had actually bought this from a Discogs seller 2 or 3 years ago, and they sent me the first album by accident, and there was nothing really I could do about it. They had it listed under the wrong release, so I just kept it, and I had 2 copies for the longest time, and then I sold the other copy to somebody that I'm friends with on Instagram or whatever, or that I follow. I told him that I had an extra copy, and I sold it to him. But anyways, like I said, glad to finally add this to the collection. More Aryan art is always good. Alright, next up we have a Finnish band. We have Baptism. Take those out here. This is Morbid Wings of Satanas, the second full length. So, Northern Heritage just reissued 3 Baptism full lengths. They did this one, Grim Arts of Melancholy, and As the Darkness Enters, which those are my 3 favorite Baptism albums. I already had As the Darkness Enters, but I needed this one still and Grim Arts of Melancholy, so I was very happy when Northern Heritage announced that. So anyways, very nice reissue, gatefold, double LP. This also comes with a couple of bonus tracks, so that was kind of cool. But But yeah, the mid albums by Baptism are definitely my favorite. Especially this one and Grim Arts of Melancholy. Grim Arts of Melancholy is my favorite, but yeah, you can't go wrong with these Baptism albums. Some excellent Finnish black metal, and I know Baptism. I know for the most part, people know Baptism, but I still feel like Baptism is kind of underrated. I don't know, in my opinion. I just don't think they get the recognition they deserve. You know, like bands like Horna and Sargeist. I feel like Baptism is up there as well as one of the, better Finnish bands, but that's just my opinion. But anyways, that's Morbid Wings of Satanas. And of course, we have Grim Arts of Melancholy, like I said, my personal favorite. Front side and back side. This one also came with bonus tracks. And then you got the gatefold right there. So yeah, very nice. So, unfortunately, when they originally announced these, I was really hoping that a US distro would pick up some copies just because of the state of things. So I had help when I knew that they were coming out, but I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to wait and see if a US distro grabs some. And sure enough, Arcane Altar got copies, so that's where I got them. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm just really hesitant. Unless it's something that I cannot get anywhere else, I'm just really hesitant to make international purchases right now, just because, as you've seen, I've already had a couple of bad experiences. But, yeah. But anyways, glad these reissues happened. I think the only Baptism full-length I still need on vinyl is the newest one, which I think the other one's called The Devil's Fire or something like that. That's the only one I still need. But yeah. Whew. Drink. Alright, let's crack on. Next up, we have a French band that I've talked about a fucking 100 million times. Band that you guys are probably tired of me talking about. We have Drakenhale. This is La Nuit de Drakenhale. I think I pronounced that right. But for if I have any French viewers, they can correct me. So yeah, this is one of Drakenhale's demos. I don't know. Drakenhale has a very big discography, so I don't exactly have it memorized. So yeah, just like the other ones, this one was put out through Asrar. Very nice. So it looks like with these latest ones, they've done away with that kind of fold, because on the other Drakenhale releases, they had that kind of flip over top thing, and then you put the record through that. Looks like they went just with a regular gatefold cover this time, which is cool. And this also comes with an insert. If I can pull that out here. Yeah, here's the insert. Doesn't do me much good because it's in fucking French. You got that. Double LP, black vinyl. No point in showing that stuff. But yeah, as I said, put out through Asrar, and unfortunately, Asrar is the only label that is distributing these Drakenhale reissues. I haven't seen. I know some of the ones that came out in the past, Arcane Altar had copies of, but apparently, no other distros will be getting copies of the newer reissues, so you're pretty much forced to order from Asrar if you want any of the Drakenhale or Salphro reissues. But, yeah. But, anyways, good release. Like I said, Drakenhale is definitely a project that's not for everybody. It's very monotone, slow at most parts. I've said before, a project that it reminds me very close to, or that I get the most kind of similarities to, is Nargothrond And just because Nargothrond has a lot of that repetitive style riffing, and you see a lot of that in Drakenhale. So, yeah. But anyways, glad to have gotten this. Love Drakenhale, love this project. And I just banged the record against my fucking thing here. But anyways, Drakenhale, La Nuit de Drakenhale. Good stuff. And next up, what do we have here? Next up we have a Polish band. And this is probably just a classic. I mean, everybody who knows black metal knows this demo, or at least they should. We have Full Moon with United Aryan Evil. So this is legitimately the only, aside from, or at the time, it was the only thing that Full Moon had released. They did put out that compilation, Evil Aryan United, which I think that was tracks that were originally supposed to be the first full length, but it never happened. Because this is a demo. But as it stands, Full Moon only has this, and then the Evil Aryan United comp. But anyways, like I said, first demo by this legendary Polish band. Very nice gatefold. This reissue was done through Out of the Dungeon, I think. I mean, this record took fucking forever to get to me, because I ordered it from Finland. Just because there were no other distros that were carrying it at the time, you know. So I didn't really have a choice, and I didn't want to miss out on it, so I was kind of forced to. I waited like 2 months for this fucking thing to come in. So, yep. And then you got just black vinyl. Nothing real interesting on the labels. But yeah, and I wanted to get a copy of this before, like I said before, it was all sold out, because the last time this got repressed was 2018, I think. I can't remember the label that put it out. But I mean, even those pressings people were trying to sell them for like $100, and it's like, fuck you. You know, it's like the Vathana craze that's going on right now. People trying to sell copies of that new album for $100 on eBay already. But anyways, this shit is essential. It's great. It's Full Moon, United Aryan Evil. Check it out if you haven't. Excellent demo. Alright, now let's get to a Swedish band. And this is the first album by this Swedish band. And this is a one-man project. And I probably should have looked this up before I started the video, but I didn't think about it. I have no idea how to pronounce the name of this band, so I'm just going to wing it. This is, I don't know if the K is silent or not. I think it's probably pronounced Vane. Either Kveen or Vane, I don't know. But anyways, this is first full length, The Funeral Pyre. And like I said, this is a one-man project from Sweden. So this is just straight up pagan melodic black metal. That's basically the best way to describe this. Lots of black thrash elements on here as well. At certain parts, it will definitely remind you of Dissection. It's definitely got that vibe at parts. But it's very good. Put out through Blackline Records. And we have a lyric insert. And then it's just black vinyl. But this is easily, for me, I would say this is a pretty good contender for one of my favorite albums this year. It's a nice kind of, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. See, for me, I have been kind of not listening to a lot of this kind of stuff lately. So to kind of take a break from the other kinds of black metal I've been listening to, and to just listen to something with very clean production and nice, good melodies. it reminded me when I first started listening to black metal, because that's the kind of stuff I listened to, Dissection and, you know, Sacramentum and bands like that. So this is, for me, this is kind of a breath of fresh air. My favorite tracks are definitely the first track, Revenge by Fire, and then The Wolf's Throne. That's another great track. I think my only gripe with this album is, and this is something that you find in not just a lot of modern melodic black metal, but also a lot of modern melodic death metal as well. Fucking breakdowns. There's a breakdown in one of these songs, and it's just really, really bad. I think it's the last song on side A. It's just because for me, a breakdown is just is something. It's just an excuse to where an artist, they just, to me, it's just like they ran out of ideas, and they didn't know what else to do, so they just put something as a filler, and I'm not down with that. So, for me, breakdowns have no place in black metal. In death metal, it's questionable, but I'm not really a death metal guy, so I can't really speak for that. But for me, black metal, keep breakdowns out of black metal. That's all I'm saying. But like I said, other than that though, this record is great. Aside from that, it's great. Good, lots of good riffs. Like I said, very big Dissection vibe on this album. So go check it out if you haven't. Good stuff. That's it's either pronounced Kivane or Kivine or Veen or Vane. I don't know. The K might be silent for all I know. I don't know. The Funeral Pyre. Check it out. Alright, next up, this is the only non-black metal thing in this video. I found this at my local record store not too long ago. And this is a bootleg, but I could not pass it up. We have Pantera with Metal Magic. So, for me, when it comes to Pantera, it's either the early stuff or no for me. I think I draw the line at Cowboys from Hell. That's the last Pantera album I will listen to. Vulgar Display of Power has its moments, and then everything after that is just dog shit to me. But 80s Pantera was definitely where it's at. I don't know. It was just, it's great. It's good, fun, 80s heavy metal, glam metal, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, like I said, this is a bootleg. I have no idea when this came out. I tried looking on Discogs, but there was no year. It might have just came out this year for all I know. But it has to be pretty recent, though, because it's very nice quality. It's a very nice reproduction of the original. So it's not cheaply made. You can tell that whoever made this bootleg actually gave a fuck about doing a good job. So, yeah. And then the vinyl, it's just black vinyl. I went to the checkout when I was at the record store, and the guy at the counter was like, this is a bootleg, right? I'm like, no shit. I'm like, you guys wouldn't be fucking selling a copy of this for $20 fucking if you had a first press. God. But anyways, I'm just happy to own something 80s Pantera related, because this shit is just, it's incredibly difficult to find for a good price. So bootleg or not, I'm glad to have a copy of this, and hopefully at some point I'll be able to get the other ones that I need. So yeah, Pantera, Metal Magic. If you like 80s metal and you haven't heard 80s Pantera, you're missing out, I'll tell you that. Especially power metal, that album's fucking awesome. Alright, next up, we have a French band. Sure, most of you probably saw this coming when you saw Drakenhale. We have Salphro with, I don't know how to pronounce that. Mortuales. I think that's how you pronounce it. Mortuale, I don't know. So this is Salphro's first demo, I think. Either first or second. From 2010, I think. This came out around the same time the debut album did. So, But anyways, Salphro, like I said, I talked about Salphro on my last update. I think I showed one of the full lengths. I definitely recommend Salphro for fans of Pestinor and Basmahawk. Just bands like that. It has that kind of French, just weird sound. So I just feel like people that like those bands will like Salphro. But anyways, reissue through Asrar. Very nice insert. And then it's just black vinyl. I had to wait like over 2 months for this last Asrar order too. I mean, just like I said, that international shipping has just not been kind lately at all. It has just been horrible. Yeah, anyways, glad to have finally gotten this. This demo is so good. Like I said, I wasn't too crazy about kind of weird, like, I wasn't even huge on Pestinor back in the day. But as I've kind of broadened my horizons a bit, I've definitely been a lot more open to a lot of the weird kind of black metal stuff. Not like avant-garde, like Circle of Ouroboros stuff, but I don't know, just weird, and that's kind of what helped me get into the French scene, because you find a lot of that in the French scene. So, yep. But anyways, Salphro's a great project. Check this out if you haven't. Good stuff. That's Salphro with Mortuales. Mortuale, however you pronounce it. Oh, holy fuck. Too much talking. Alright, next up we have a German band. I have talked about this band, but it's been a while. We have Warhammer, and this is their second full length, I think. Pretty sure Warhammer is a one-man project, too. Either that or it's the guy and somebody else. I can't remember. But another release through Asrar. So, to sum up Warhammer, the best way to describe it is it's early absurd is the best way to describe Warhammer. So if you like that, you should have no problem liking Warhammer. Now, I will say this is not Warhammer's best material. For me, the best track on here was the last one, Blutenstahl. I think that's how you pronounce it. But overall, this is definitely one of the weaker Warhammer releases. Just black vinyl. I think I grabbed this from Arcane Altar. I think it was Arcane Altar. Yeah, I got this the same time I got those Baptism records. Yeah, other than that, though, Warhammer's a good project. It's just one of those where there's hit or misses. And unfortunately, this is almost a miss for me, but there's stuff on here that still makes it enjoyable. So, I'll take it. But anyways, like I said, definitely recommended for fans of early absurd. So, yeah, that is Warhammer. I believe this is the second full length. I mean, he's got a pretty big discography, so... Alright. Another drink. Alright, next up we have a Greek band. Not really one you hear too many people talk about either. And this is actually a side project as well. We have Woodulf with Wargus Esto. So this is a side project of the guys from Der Stürmer. And this is definitely better than Der Stürmer. Most of the people that I know that I've talked about Woodulf and Der Stürmer, they always prefer Woodulf. And it's not really hard to see why. Woodulf The music that they've made under the Wood Elf name is definitely more accessible, in my opinion. It's more catchier than Der Stürmer, better riffs, so it's not really hard to see why. But anyways, this is put out through Breath of Pestilence, which I think is a Finnish label. I don't know, don't quote me on that. And this is Wood Elf's first demo, I think from... I'm not even going to try to guess the year, because I'm gonna be wrong. Got a insert. Then it's just black vinyl. Labels aren't really anything special. Yeah, this is great stuff. I mean, if you don't like Der Stürmer, I totally understand. Even for me, I'm very hit or miss with Der Stürmer, but Wood Elf is fantastic. So I highly recommend checking out Wood Elf if you haven't. And I think they still this project is still active. I think Wood Elf just played Asgardsrai either last year or the year before. I can't remember. It was either 2018 or 2019. I don't remember. But as far as new music goes, I don't know if they have any plans to record anything else under the Wood Elf name. But it would be very interesting if they did. I will say that. So, but yeah, definitely go check this out. This is good stuff. Wood Elf with Wargus Esto. Alright, and last but certainly not least, we have another Wood Elf record. This is from the Corpse Gates, and this is their first full length. Also put out through Breath of Pestilence. And these are the only vinyl pressings of both of these. I got both of these from some guy on Facebook. In some sales group, I don't remember, but he was selling these for a good price, and usually when I see these on eBay, they're like $100 fucking bucks. So it was nice I didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for these. But anyways, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the first full length. I don't like this one as much as that demo, but this one is still very good as well. You got the insert with lyrics. It's really hard to see. And then you got pictures of the band members on that side. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll say it again, just if you don't like Der Stürmer, I understand, but give Wood Elf a chance. This is really good stuff. So yeah, and these reissues are pretty recent too. I think they came out in like 2018. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they did. So they're not exactly old. You can't find them anywhere for a decent price. So, but yeah, that's it. Wood Elf from the Corpse Gates.